Hello there guys, it's Boardman here, or welcome back to my channel, and also welcome my channel for new faces. Some of you will recognise me already from my previous videos, so thank you for joining me on another reading out video guys. So, I have a book I'm going to show you. First of all, I will show you this is Disney Pixar Onwards. It was published by Treasure Cove Edition. Look at this illustration. It looks so very retro look. Nice illustration. So, when I begin reading to you, I will show pictures. I'll read by words. Also, illustration from each page. Okay, so sit back, relax and enjoy. Long ago, the world was full of wonder. Unicorns sailed through the sky, merfolk frolic in the oceans, and centaurs raced through the forests. Everyone used magic to make their lives easier, but in time, technology took over. Magic slowly faded away. Now, in the town of Mushroom Town, life was ordinary. A teenage elf named Ian Lightfoot lived there with his mum, Laurel, his older brother Barley, and their pet dragon Blazy. On Ian's 16th birthday, Laurel gave him a special gift that changed everything. Ian's father, who passed away before Ian was born, and left it for him. It was a wizard's staff, a phoenix gem, and a spell that could bring his father back to life one day. Ian had always wanted to meet his dad more than anything, and now he would have a chance. Barley thought he was an expert at magic. He tried to conjure their father over and over again, but nothing worked. When Ian tried, the boy's father slowly began to appear. Brothers couldn't believe it. Ian, not Barley, had a gift of magic. Then something went wrong. The phoenix gem exploded before Ian finished the spell. All that did appeared of their father were his legs. The brothers had to act fast. Their dad would disappear forever at sunset the next day. They jumped into the body's van, getting there to set off on the quest to find another phoenix gem. They arrived at the Manticore's tavern. Barley believed that legendary Manticore, known for her life of danger and risk, could give him a map to another gem with their dad in disguise. The group entered the tavern and saw that it was no longer the place of adventure and danger. It was a fun family restaurant. The boys found the Manticore and asked for the map for Phoenix Gem. She refused, telling them that the journey was far too risky. She offered them a children's menu instead, since it was based on her map. Ian pointed out the Manticore that she wasn't the daring creature she used to be. The Manticore realized the truth is in his words. Enraged, she began to destroy parts of her tavern, and her map was destroyed too. As the building crumbled around them, Ian used magic to save their dad from a falling beam. Without the map, Ian and Barley decided to follow the children's menu and go to the place called Raven's Point. On the way there, Guinevere ran out of petrol. Ian tried to use magic to make the petrol can bigger, but shrank Barley instead. At a near petrol station, the boys accidentally angered a motorcycle club of spirits called Pixie Dusters. The spirits chased them. The troll ran to the van. Ian was afraid to drive, but with Barley's help, he raved and swerved all over the motorway, leaving the Pixie Dusters behind. Then the police pulled a van over. The brothers tricked them by using magic to disguise themselves as their mum's boyfriend, Officer called Bruno. After the boys got away, they began to argue. Ian was worried about the wasting time and Barley wanted Ian to listen to his ideas. All of a sudden, their dad started dancing and got the boys to join in. Ian finally agreed to do things Barley's way, so they left the motorway and drove down the ancient road called a Path of Pearl. It led to the cliff overlooking a bottomless pit. The only way to get across the pit was with his magic. With Barley's encouragement, Ian made it to the other side. He lowered a bridge for everyone to cross. Suddenly, the police, including the real Officer Colt Broco, were on their tail. Barley had to sacrifice Guinevere to buy some time to get away. He placed the rock on the van's accelerator and watched as she crashed into some rocks, blocking the road. They continued on foot and realized they needed to follow the path. The peasants were pointed out. They found one statue, which pointed them to another statue, which finally led them to the river flowing into the dark cave. With magic, Ian created a cheese puff boat so they could speed along the river. Barley said he regretted not saying goodbye to their dad before he died. That was when he decided never to be scared again. At the end of the tunnel, Troll came to the set of stairs and the ancient archway. They ran to safety, dodging some dangerous traps. Then they finally reached the end of their quest, only to find themselves right back in the new mushroom town. Ian was angry that he had trusted Barley. He stomped off with their dad. They were almost out of time. Alone with his thoughts, Ian realised that everything he wanted to do with his dad, he'd already done with Barley. But his older brother had always been there for him. Meanwhile, Barley had found a phoenix gem, but he had also awakened a curse. Ian returned and saw his high school transform into a dragon. Just then, the Manticore and Laurel swooped in. They teamed up to help the boys. While they fought the dragon, Ian tried to bring back the rest of his dad. But before long, the dragon charged at Ian and Barley. Ian wanted to give Barley his last chance to say goodbye to her dad. Using magic, he sent the Manticore's sword, the Crust Crusher, deep into the dragon's core, the monster's core, defeating it once and for all. Rocks and rubble fell all around Ian. He watched from afar as Barley and their dad, now in full form, talked and laughed together. The two shared a final embrace before their father disappeared into thin air. When the brothers reunited, Barley told Ian their dad was very proud of them, and he had asked Barley to give Ian a big loving hug. Ian smiled, even though he hadn't met his dad. The quest had brought him closer to Barley. He knew he could always depend on his big brother. The end. So I hope you are very interested about reading this Disney Pixar Onward, which has been released 3 years ago in cinemas before the pandemic's got hit. Well, as you all know already, because Walt Disney Company has turned in 100 years behind the magical history of animation studios, before Pixar and live actions, when animation first came since 1923. So that's it for all, guys, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification, don't miss out on future videos. But this is very important, you don't miss out. And also please check out my social media is Pinterest, Twitter, TikTok and Instagram. You're always welcome to check me up. That'd be really appreciated. I'll be in touch on social media. And like, comment, share, subscribe is always appreciated. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video, so please stay tuned for another video, and thank you very much, and see you next time.